Hello everyone, welcome to StarSea Tarot. I am Charlene Lizette. In today's video, we are going to be uncovering and discovering what you can expect for April 2023. We are going to dive into love, career, finances, general overall themes. We've got lots of decks to work with today. There are 4 groups in front of you. I'm going to place 4 different crystal amulets, but before I do that, I do want to share a few of the crystals that are being called on to talk about for April 2023. We've got pyrite. These are crystals that you can wear, crystals that you can meditate with, crystals that you can hold. We've got red jasper. And this is all to help you tune in, tap into the energy of April 2023 and what's happening in the cosmos as well. We've got moonstone. We've got red tiger eye and carnelian. If any of these crystals call onto you, take a look at the description box below so you can pick up amulets that align with those crystals. Now, you can go ahead and pick out your group, 1, 2, 3, 4, from the timestamp in the description box below, or you can hang on tight because I'm going to be adding amulets right now. All right, here are the 4 groups with your amulets. Group number 1, we've got this beautiful piece called Bastet. It's got pyrite and black tourmaline. Great for those of you that are wanting to start your own business or stay protected or focus on your abundance. Group number 2, we have Vulcan. It's got red tiger eye, garnet, and black tourmaline. Are you ready to ignite passion into your life? Love, a zest for life? That's what this bracelet is all about. Group number 3, we've got Eshell. One of my favorite pieces. I'm actually wearing it right now. Eshell's got citrine, amethyst, aquamarine, it's got blue lace agate, it's got rose quartz, amethyst, and this piece is designed to help you emit love, happiness, joy, excitement, and optimism out in the world. And then we've got group number 4, Athena. Tap into your inner warrior energy with this beautiful piece, garnet and strawberry quartz. Now go ahead and pick your group or the amulet that calls on to you the most, and I will see you over at your reading. See you soon. Hello, group number 1. This is going to be the beginning of your reading. We've got more decks to pull out. If you picked Bastet, I want to talk about Bastet just for a minute because the energy within Bastet is very much in alignment, I should say, with what is going on in the cards here. And I find this to be a very common theme. Whatever amulet you are called to select really reflects your reading. And so even if you don't pick up these amulets from StarSea Jewels, they're in the description box below. They're designed by me and handmade by me here in Toronto. Even if you don't pick this amulet or shop for it or whatever, if you have these crystals at home, the combination of these crystals together will help you out tremendously. And that is the pyrite, which is featured here, and black tourmaline, which I didn't put into today's little, or this week's, this readings, I should say, dish. All right. Now, Bastet is all about tuning in and tapping into that fire, that confidence, that ability. It's the remembering of the power that exists within you to co-create the reality that you've always desired or wanted or dreamed of. And you can see here from the top, even if this deck is, not colorful, we have the 9 of Swords and we have the 3 of Swords. There's something going on here where your self-confidence, your self-worth, you believing in yourself has really been tested, challenged, or you've been going through this really deep learning opportunity to shift the frequency, shift the energy, and really align with the highest expression of yourself. And I don't know how many of you have Aries in your chart, or if you have Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, or whatever, however Aries and Mars play a role in your astrology. But right when I went to go do this reading, I almost said, hey, Aries. And so even if you don't have prominent Aries placements, I want you to look at the first house in your astrology. And the reason for this is because the first house is in the wheel, the astrological wheel is Aries. It's represented by Aries. And Aries is I am. Aries is a leader. Aries is go-getter energy. Aries is resilient. Aries has an idea and runs with it, okay? Aries is powerful. It's passionate. It's got a lot of vigor, a lot of zest. And what I'm seeing here happening, because this is your career and finances and this is general overall energy, what I'm seeing here that's happened to you, group number 1, is that your mind now has taken over And you may be in overanalysis paralysis for a little bit of April. But what the beautiful thing is, though, is that it's the beginning of April, babe. As the energy shifts, things actually work out fantastically, which is fantastic. But in the beginning, I do have to tell you that you got to really get grounded. And I think that's why you picked Bastet. Because Bastet, apart from tuning in and tapping into that inner confidence, that inner power, pyrite and black tourmaline are both very protective, grounding crystals. And this piece is literally designed to create a bubble around you so that you can focus on your career, your finances, and not let external forces, whether they be self-limiting beliefs, other people's perceptions, bad jujus, bad vibes, whatever, get in the way of you being able to obtain your goals, what you want. Okay? And I'm wearing it as well. So just so you know, the beginning of the month may feel like that. And I feel like around like 13, 14, 15, 16, I don't know, something's going to happen in your mind where you're going to switch. You're going to realize, I just got to put in the work here. Eight of Pentacles. I got to put in the work. I got to start hustling. I got to start grinding. I got to start getting strategic. I got to start having a plan. I got to start doing things methodically. I got to do this. I got to step up to the plate. And as soon as you step up to the plate, you shift that vibrational frequency like instantly. It almost makes me feel like you're on the precipice. There's a video over on my main channel. I'm actually going to loop it in the top here towards the end of this reading, or you can go check it out now, whatever you feel called to do. It's over on my main channel, Charlene, Lizette. It's called Signs That You're Going Through a Breakthrough. And I just feel like you're going through this breakthrough. That's what I feel. Like you're going to experience this massive breakthrough. And right now it feels like it's the darkest because it's right before the dawn. Because then you move into Empress energy, babe. You're in Empress energy here. Tons of abundance, tons of wealth, tons of success, tons of happiness, a lot of things to be grateful for, but also having a lot of abundance. I'm almost curious to know if you're even practicing gratitude daily. I'll share this with you. When I was going through one of the darkest moments of my life, and I had nothing, like everything had been stripped away from me, I started practicing gratitude where I was like, thank you for this toothbrush. Thank you for this toothpaste. Thank you for the roof over my head. Thank you for the grapes that I'm eating. And it really just started to shift my mindset. And so I would encourage you to try and do something similar to that, or have a gratitude journal, whatever. But something to shift the mindset here, because you are stepping into Empress energy, and you have the Empress beside the Six of Wands, which means like rejoicing, celebrating, people revering you, you having a mass success. I don't know if some of you want to work in the public, like have a YouTube channel, whatever, but there is something, you're on the precipice of something great here. A lot of success, a lot of abundance, a lot of wealth. And with the Three of Pentacles, this is going to be collaborating. This is going to be working with people. This is going to be you having this opportunity to share your knowledge, to share the information that you have with other people, and to really work together towards being able to amass this wealth. So this little hiccup, I'm going to call it, this little hiccup that you're currently going through right now is temporary and specific. All right, group number one, it's switching the mindset, There's another video on my channel. Actually, I think I'm going to put this one. Now that I'm talking about it, I think I'm going to put this one. This is all about changing your mindset, because I feel right now you've gotten into a bit of a rut. And it's really easy when you have an overactive crown chakra to really get in a rut and let your mind just take you off the deep end. And that's why you pick these very grounding crystals. Look at this. Waxing gibbous, alignment, refinement, nurture, patience, evolution. See, you are evolving right now. You are shifting. And it may not be moving as fast as you want it to, but it doesn't mean it's not. New moon. New beginnings, planting seeds, setting intentions, blank page. We have a new moon. We're in eclipse season right now as well. The shadow period. We have a new moon coming in. When is it? Is it the 20th? I can't remember off the top of my head, but the new moon in April may be very significant for you, okay? So just pay attention to what's happening right now in your mind, because it's really important for you to remove the narrative, the stories, the challenges, the difficulties, the past, the obstacles that you've gone through to be able to move forward in your life. I also keep getting this message of you feeling like sad and upset about something that happened with somebody else. And I almost want to say this line to you, so I'm going to just say it. You can't change people. You have to choose to accept them as they are, or you have to walk away from them. It's either or. You can't change people. And this idea that you want to change people, or this idea that you wish they would change, I should say, is just keeping you in this energy here. Heartbreak, difficulty, challenges, obstacles, okay? So we want to shift out of that. We don't want that vibe anymore. We want to embrace and celebrate, honor people for who they are, not for who we want them to be, and be able to focus on your own success, your own career, your own abundance, because that's actually going to align you with the right people in your life here, okay? I don't know if some of you are going through a breakup, or a friendship that dissolved, or career, whatever, but you got to let that go and start processing and creating something new here, okay? Because you've got Empress. Empress is creator. Now, let's get some more cards here for you in this reading before we dive into the love section. Okay, so 4 it is. We have 3 on the floor. I'm going to grab them. Portal. I mean, how many more cards are you going to need to tell you that you are literally entering into a new chapter of your life? Doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card, portal. What do you want? What do you want, group number 1? Right? Say it out loud right now as I'm getting these cards. No one's hearing you, right? Say it out loud. Say it out loud, literally out loud. Don't put it in your mind. Don't mumble it. Say it out loud. I want ba 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 ba. And the reason why I'm telling you to say it out loud versus like in your head or mumble or whatever is because when you say it, when you speak it into existence. I want love. I want my romantic partner. I want my husband. I want $1 billion. I want to be rich. Whatever, right? So you say those things out loud and then remove the want. I am rich. I love my divine partner. I'm so grateful that they're here. I love my new house. I love the way the stairs go up in my new house. I love my kitchen. I love my new car. Whatever, okay? I'm using these examples because that's the mindset. So you're walking through a portal. You're walking through a portal, okay? I'm getting goosebumps. I don't know if you can see them. Like, you're walking through a portal. The seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconscious to light. Again, this is so deeply, I have the Rebecca Campbell's Work with Your Light. There's a card in there that says Age of the Light. You've been working for this for lifetimes. I'd be curious to see if that card's going to pop out. And the reason for this is because I feel like this is so deeply ingrained in you to have this success, this celebration, this wealth, this abundance, this new life, this prosperity, this very abundant life that you desire. And it's like you right now in this lifetime are learning how to align and connect with that which has always been yours. Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Oops, sorry. So you came to Earth to learn some things about your self-worth. I remember. What did I tell you guys? Soul plan. The fated life versus the destiny life. I remember. Soul plan. I'm telling you. You are so powerful beyond your wildest imagination. And I don't want you to get in this energy that you're not worthy enough, that you're not good enough, okay? There's a ton of videos over at Charlene Lizette to help you with your empowerment journey, with you really tapping in and tuning into your power. So go watch those videos, okay? Go be inspired. Go get clues. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? One more. See, are you going to be a victim to your circumstances? Or are you going to choose to empower yourself? Put that crown on. Remember that you're the Empress. Remember that you're the Priestess. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay, this is so clear now coming together. Oh, and you got transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. So the Age of the Light did not come out, but that's okay. So there was obviously other messages that need to come out. This card here and this right here makes me feel like you give your power away. So don't do that anymore. Stop it. Stop giving your power away. Because It's your power. You understand that? You can share it with people, but to give your power away would mean that you don't value yourself, you don't believe in yourself, and other people's opinions, other people's perspectives, other people's points of view matter more to you than yourself and you and your highest expression and your highest version of yourself and your connection to source energy. Think about that. Think about that. All right, let's dive into the love portion of this. And then if you want to watch your full love video, you're going to want to watch the pick a card after this one for April. This could be the one. I think I'm actually going to pull some tarot on top of these because now I kind of got a little bit curious. I want to see something. Yoo-hoo, what have we been talking about? What have we been talking about? Love yourself first. Before I pull out any more cards, I'm getting this message that some of you may have actually met your soul partner, like your soulmate, like the person you're going to marry or the person you're going to choose to spend the rest of your life with. However, because things aren't moving as fast as you want them to, more Aries energy showing up there, you're feeling very insecure, very self-conscious, etc. Instead of focusing on loving yourself and knowing that this person is this person, and the more that you try and hold on to them, the more that you try and like force them to speed up the process of the connection, the more you're actually creating restriction around your union. I'm gonna pull one more. Yeah. Okay. You got me. You got me. We're pulling some more cards. I was actually not going to, but you know what? You're the first group. You've got me. I'm here. I'm invested, and we're gonna do this for the rest of the 3 groups so they can all thank you guys. Now let's dive in. Let's see. This could be the one. King of Cups. Ooh. 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 Okay, one second. Love yourself first. I don't wanna jump the gun. Okay. Here's something, I'm not even gonna pull out the 3rd card yet. We gotta sit down and talk for a minute, okay? Here's the thing, group number 1. This is something you need to understand, okay? You have been used to very toxic love. Are y'all watching Love is Blind? You know the Jackie and Marshall? You've been used to toxic love, okay? I don't want to say that you're like Jackie, because I would hope that you're not, or that you're working on yourself. But Jackie, if you're watching Love is Blind, she's been so used to toxic love that she doesn't know what healthy, secure love looks like. And that freaks her the heck out because secure, healthy love does not have any of the toxicity, the drama with it. And the reason why I'm sharing Love is Blind, drop it in the comments if you're watching it, by the way, and if you know what I'm talking about. The reason I'm sharing this is because I think you've been used to very unhealthy relationships in love. And this person that's entered into your life is not going to do that with you. They've made a conscious choice with you. Whether you know it or not, when they see you, and if they haven't seen you, they're going to be seeing you because this is April, so this is coming. When they see you, or when you meet, or if you've already met, this person has made a really conscious choice to not show up in a toxic way with you. This isn't to say that this person isn't toxic or doesn't have toxic characteristics or unhealed parts of themselves. I'm not saying this person is perfect. No one is perfect. But what's happened is this person saw you and realized that they needed to do good by you. They realized that they couldn't show up and be a crappy person, like almost like they felt like they needed to do everything right. And they're showing up as the King of Cups. The King of Cups is very emotionally mature, does have a lot of love to give, but is not somebody who's going to rush in. They don't wear their heart on their sleeve like the Queen of Cups. They're very balanced and rooted and grounded and almost methodical in their emotional approach, okay? If this was reversed, it would be a different conversation, but in this case, it's not. The Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity. This person wants to give you something solid, something that goes the distance. It doesn't mean it's not going to require work. Yeah, and I think you have to put in the work as well, right? With that 8 of Pentacles here showing up, where you got to put in the work and understand that there's parts of you that you need to focus on. There's parts of you that you need to work on, specifically this boundaries, the staying grounded. And for them, they want to show up in the right way. They don't want to show up in a toxic way with you. So while they're working through whatever, vices, habits, things that they have, they're not going to just want to rush into something with you. They're like, I need to work through this shit first before I can show up in a deeper level with this person. And this person is single, okay? So if this person is dating somebody right now, that ain't your person, okay? This person is single, and they're going through their stuff, honestly. And so are you. Let's get the calling the soulmate card. Strength. Yeah. Infinity. Ebb and flow. This is a lot of courage. This is a lot of strength. But see, the woman is trying to tame the lion, or is the lion letting her tame? This is a balance. It's a balancing act where you both have to kind of let go of each other and work with each other at the same time, and work on yourselves at the same time. There's a lot of beauty here to be had. A lot of really longevity. That's the word I'm looking for. There's like longevity in this connection. But you got to work through it. You got to work on their boundaries. They got to work on their vices or their things. Okay? This is about you loving yourself, reclaiming your power. And the more that you do that, the more that this union will progress, because you're doing your side of the work and you're giving them the space to do their side of the work. All right, go watch your full love reading of the video after this one. If you want to pick up your amulet, if you want to book a reading with me or a cosmic coaching session where I do Akashic Records, whatever, take a look at the description box below. Ditto if you want to go sign up to StarSea Academy and take my 9-week transformative course to help you reclaim your power and unlock your dream life. All right, we will see you later, alligator. Peace out. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be your reading if you picked the beautiful Vulcan. You can pick up Vulcan in the link in the description box below. All right, let's dive into your reading. This is how it's going to work. This is the starting. Obviously, we've got lots more cards to pull out. We've got your career and finances at the top, and then general overall themes, and then we'll dive into the rest as we go along. So look, when it comes to your career and your finances, I think that you have all the tools, everything available at your disposal in order to manifest that abundance that you desire. There's something that you did when you were younger, or something that brings you great nostalgia when you do it, or there's a memory that you have ingrained of a specific period in your time, a time in your life where you were able to just have a lot of fun. You were able to have a good time. You were able to celebrate and rejoice and feel really, really good about yourself and about your money and about your life and about your situation. And the universe right now is kind of telling you it's time to go back to that. I don't know what caused you to walk away from it. I don't know what difficulties, challenges, obstacles, etc. you've been facing. However, what I will say is that the universe is telling you to think about your emotions and your feelings when it comes to that point in your life, and specifically around your career and your finances. Because with the Queen of Cups here, what it's saying is that it's time for you to be able to tune in and tap into that psychic intuition, that instinct, that little like nudge in your belly. Is that the right thing? Like, that little, like, that feeling, that gut feeling. There's a lot of opportunity here for you. There's a lot of abundance here for you with the Magician. A lot of wealth, a lot of success, a lot of stability. The Magician is literally as above, so below, the infinity symbol, and you've got all the elements, the swords, the wands, the cups, and the pentacles to make it happen. And everything around the Magician is full of abundance. So when it comes to your career and your finances, you're in alignment. You got to think about these moments that brought you great joy and happiness, and start tuning in and tapping into that and showing up as that in order to attract more wealth, more stability in your career, etc. Vulcan as a bracelet, the way that I designed this amulet is all about igniting the passion within you. It's a very sexually charged bracelet. It's meant to help you attract more passion, more love, more zest, more vigor. But if you think about, like, if we pull away the, the carnal desire, right, of this bracelet, if we think about, in essence, like, what is deep intimacy, right, intercourse. In essence, if we think about the beginning of time, it was about procreation, right? Adam and Eve. If we look at all the stories, every religion has their story of creation, right? The Vulcan amulet is about creation, inception, birthing something new. And I think right now, and I think the reason why you picked this bracelet is because I feel like you lost a little bit of that zest for life. There's a part of you that's like, you know? And so if you have these crystals at home, we actually have a couple of them. The red tiger eye is here. I don't have a garnet here, and black tourmaline. But if you have those crystals at home, even if you don't pick up this amulet, meditate with those crystals. Meditate. Wear them, sleep with them, etc. Now let's move on to the general overall themes because this is actually very fascinating. Remember when I told you lost your zest for life? Or like your oomph? Or like your excitement? Right here. Four of Cups. Discontent, boredom, contemplation, and not being happy with anything. But it's interesting that it's in the middle. I almost feel like higher self, shadow self. Higher self connects to the emotional aspect of things and things about joy, happiness, excitement, fulfillment, courage, etc. The shadow self's like, I hate everything. So we have to talk about this. Why? Why is this happening here? With the Hanged Man here, I will say to you, inaction will help lead to action. For those of you that don't know, last year I ran this course called Align, and it was a live and interactive course, and it was 12 weeks, and you had to show up every week for classes, etc. This year, what I've done is I actually created into a pre-recorded course. It's a 9-week transformative experience. There are a ton of videos, there's a ton of worksheets, you get sessions with me. It's a really deep journey into unlocking yourself from the things that keep you stuck, limited, looped, bound, the false chains, right? Like why you're feeling unhappy, why you're feeling unfulfilled. And it helps you to align with who you truly are, with your soul purpose, with your life purpose, so that you can manifest the life that you've always desired. It's literally taking away all the caca in your life so that you can understand when caca comes in, you're not going to let it destroy you, and you're going to actually move through it and help align and transform your life. People that have taken my course, especially the ones who took it last year, because I have just launched the pre-recorded ones, their lives are completely different. People are stepping into their power. People have gotten their dream careers. People have gotten into relationships. It's a course designed to literally help you manifest your dream life. And in one of the light laws, which you'll learn if you take the course, there's a light law called inaction will help lead you to action. And that light law is very, very much tuned in and tapped into the Hanged Man energy. The Hanged Man energy is not necessarily a card of boredom because he doesn't look bored. He's in deep contemplation, a deep state of meditation. He's self-reflecting, he's analyzing, he's allowing himself to be the observer. So I'm going to ask you, how are you right now allowing yourself to be the observer in your life? How are you not? Oh, an eyelash. See, the universe is trying to give you something, but I think you're not seeing it because you're stuck in this like, everything sucks. And that's why it's important for you to meditate with these specific crystals or pick up the StarSea amulet, right? Because the universe is saying, if you literally switch your perspective, you're going to start seeing offers come into your life. And it's almost like right now the offers aren't available to you or you're not seeing them because of the things aren't working out in my life right now energy. 11th house. This is the house of friendships, groups, and social activities. It's where we're involved. It covers teams. It covers friends. It covers like societies, etc., social media, So I'd be curious to know, and the moon. I'd be curious to know, when was the last time you went out and had fun? When was the last time you danced? When was the last time you laughed? When was the last time you did something that just genuinely brought you joy and made you feel happy? When was the last time you did any of that? See, these questions are what will help you to be able to move forward and to be able to really shift into this energy that you have available to you, the magician. It's almost like you're not tapping into your power right now. Honestly, that's what it feels like. And if you're unsure if a line is meant for you, there's actually a half-hour session that you can book with me, or we talk about it and we can see if it's the right fit. And then if it is, whatever you paid towards that half-hour session actually goes towards your line course. So if you're thinking about that, you're really serious about transforming your life, take a look at the description box below. It's called the Discovery Call. And even with the moon here, it's almost like your illusions are getting the best of you. Your fears, your insecurities. Group number 2, do we need to have a conversation? Because I feel like this is all like, it's not even yours. That's what it feels like anyways. It feels like it's not even yours. It feels like these stories, these narratives, these faulty perceptions are not yours. It almost, you know what I'm almost hearing? And tell me if this is resonating in the comments below. What I'm hearing is you going, like, I don't even feel like me. What happened to me? Where's the happy me? Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. You need to hang out with people. Yeah. You need to talk to somebody. How many of you are actually spending time having conversations, talking to other people, hanging out with people? You need to get out of this rut you're in, okay? We got to pull you out of there. All right, I'm here to help you out. If you can't book anything or you don't want to right now, go watch my other videos on my main channel, Charlene Lizette. I'll plop one up here towards the end of this video. I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus destiny life. Oh my, we're just going to take that one. I'm going to leave these. So what's the difference between fate and destiny? I just heard one of you say. Fate are the things that you're going to experience. Destiny is what you're meant to accomplish. Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. There's also, for those of you that are wanting to really take some time towards self-development and working on yourself and transforming your life, there's also a link down in the description box below to a free course. It's called the Values Exercise Worksheet. Go do that as well. It's completely free over at StarSea Academy, which is my school. You are like, I literally am sitting with your energy right now, and you're in the dark night of the soul. That's literally what this feels like. Let's pull out a couple more cards so we can dive into your love, okay? You're in the dark night. With all the tools available to help you transform your life, they're all there for you. Let's just get 2 of these, please. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. You need to hang out with friends. You need to go in instead of trying to go out. The answers are not outside. The answers are inside, honey. Honey, as this card fell. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you. How many times do you need to know you're not alone? Do you need a hug? I will hug you. I will love you. I will share love with you. You're not alone. Most definitely not. And whoever told you that you were alone, whoever put that poison in your mind, you got to let that go because it's not yours. Can I get 3 cards for love? 3 cards for love. If you want to watch your full love reading, you're going to want to watch the video after this one, okay? Express your love. Yeah, you got to crack open that heart chakra. Taking the risk, being vulnerable. I just heard dating after abuse. I don't know how that fits into this picture, but I just heard that, so I'm just going to say it. Look at this. Oh yeah, you had a difficult upbringing with your parents. Seven of Swords. Okay. Afraid to show your feelings. Afraid to be vulnerable. I'm going to start to cry. Okay. I see the story now. Yeah. Sometimes you got to take that risk, babe. High Priestess, romantic feelings. You're so powerful. Group number 2, you're so powerful. But you grew up in an environment that tried to dim your light. And now the universe is telling you it's time to reclaim your power. If you're serious about transforming your life, book that discovery call with me, okay? Because I see so many of you here, just so many of you ready. Ace of Pentacles, you're ready. You're ready. I hope that I can see you over at that discovery call. I hope that you remember how powerful and majestic and magnetic you are. If you want to watch the full love reading, go watch the video after this one. It's time for you to crack open your heart, but above all, it's time for you to remember to love yourself, that you're not alone, and that it's time for you to shine your light out into this world. Group number 2, I'm going to move on now. Thank you so much. We will see you later, alligator. Peace out. Hi, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be yours if you pick the beautiful Ishal. Ishal is all about transmuting negativity into positivity. It's about shining your light out into this world. It is about being joyful and happy and courageous. It's about tuning into all those high vibrational energies and shining them out into this universe and really just creating your own, fortune, your own luck, your own abundance, your own love, your own health, through that positivity, through that high vibrational energy and emotions and feelings that you not only feel internally, but share out into this world, okay? It's a very uplifting amulet. And one of the messages I got as I was pulling out your cards, group number 3, was let it go and surrender. I think what's happening right now, based off of these cards, and we got more cards to dive into, but just off the top right away when I was sitting with your energy, you're transforming tremendously. Almost like a caterpillar that's entered its chrysalis stage. You're in that chrysalis stage right as you're coming out into the butterfly. And when you're in that chrysalis stage, I don't know if you've ever seen a butterfly or the transformation journey of a caterpillar to a butterfly. Go watch it. But when it stays in that chrysalis stage, as it's like the wings are coming out, as it's transforming into a butterfly, it's not instantaneously. Like the shedding of the butterfly of the cocoon as the butterfly emerges is not instant. It's not like cracked open like an egg when you crack it open and it comes out. It takes time. Sometimes it takes days, right? And I want you to remember that. I want you to remember that this transformation is it's not a 100-meter dash. It's a marathon. You see, in your career, your finances sector, you have first 2 major arcana. That means that you're going through immense transformation financially. You've got the Ace of Swords, you've got Death, and you've got Temperance. You've cut through some bullshit, honestly. I'm going to say it like that. You've cut through a narrative, a story, a belief system, a person, an environment, whatever it's going to be. And you've realized the duality in it. You've seen the 2 sides of it. And you're like, I don't really like what I'm seeing here. So we need to do something about it. We need to shift. We need to transform. We need to change. And the death in my card, in my opinion, is a welcome card in your reading because it's you choosing to transform. It's you choosing to put an end to the difficulties, to the challenges, to the obstacles, to the resistance, to the hardness of it all, and actually embrace balance, temperance, ebb and flow, rest, working together with the energy, right? This is alchemy. This is magic. This is taking time, right? You're now getting to conjure up a new life when it comes to your career and your finances. However, it's going to be up to you how you're going to let that new life develop, unfold. And I think with the Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Cups here, in the general overall theme, the universe is saying, hey, you're creating something super stable. Hey, you're creating something that has a lot of longevity. Hey, you're creating something that is going to be very fruitful. Hey, you're creating something that's, going to have really strong roots. It's going to be very grounded. It's going to be very solid. It's going to be very good. But yet there's a part of you with this Four of Cups that feels like, is it though? The doubt, self-limiting beliefs, the negative Nancy thinking, the pessimism, all of that starts showing up here. However, what I will say to you is that this pessimism is short-lived. Because on the other side, at the end, you've got the sun. Ishal. Ishal is the goddess of rainbows, by the way. After it rains comes the rainbow and the sun. And so I think for you, a big theme, a big message that's coming in for April is this understanding of shifting the perspective, of surrendering to the journey. Even when it's dark, even when it feels a little bit difficult, even when it feels a little bit challenging, surrender. Give yourself the time, the space to plan, to be strategic, to allow yourself to ebb and flow through this journey instead of trying to rush through it, to look at the positives, right? You picked these shelf for a reason. You don't want to look at the negatives anymore. You want to look at the positives. So start looking for the positives. What are the positives? What are the positives? I'll share a little story with you. So I'm having to do my taxes and I'm going through this thing personally and it's not fun. And it's really easy to get stuck in the negative thinking of this, let's call it an obstacle that I'm going through right now in my life. And it's really, really easy to get into the negative. Why is this happening? I'm so tired of this. I'm so over this. Why can't it just be done? Why can't this person just go away? Etc., etc., right? But then the other day, as I was sitting there doing these reports that I have to provide, all this documentation that I need to provide, all this stuff, I sat for a minute and I'm like, you know what? I've asked the universe to help me create an empire. I've asked the universe to help me amass great success, a legacy that I can leave behind for my child and my family, and this empire that's going to help people around the world. See, I've asked for that from the universe, right? I've asked the universe, I want to create this business, this vision. I have this vision to create these environments for all of you, right? Across YouTube, across TikTok, but in real life. So you can have safe spaces to go to and really just immerse yourself in your own transformation journey, in your own self-development journey, in your own empowerment journey. I want to be able to do all these things, some of which I'm not going to say out loud just yet, but all these things. And that means that I'm going to, one, need to have a lot of money. Two, I'm going to have my business in order. 3, I'm going to have proper systems in place. 4, I'm going to have to have things properly done legally. You know, there's the finances, if I need to get investors, there's all these like these things, right, about a business that you need to have in order to take it to that next level, in order to take it from, you know, a 6-figure business to a 7-figure and an 8-figure and a 9-figure, da, 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 da. And I realized my foundation wasn't solid. And so instead of looking at this thing that I'm going through, which is, trust me, I want to literally like rip my eyeballs out sometimes. Instead of looking at it from that place, I turn around and I'm like, you know what? This is all helping me. All of this is helping me to create the proper like foundation, the proper stability, the proper roots in my business so that it can blow up to that 7-figure, that 8-figure business. Because right now, the way I was doing things, I wasn't doing them right. And so the minute that I chose to shift the perspective, it became lighter for me. It didn't become cumbersome. I didn't want to avoid it. I turned around and was like, you know what? Let's dive straight in. Let's love it. Let's rejoice in it. Let's be thankful for it. The more that I'm thankful for it, the more that I'm seeing the things that need to shift in order for the vibration, the frequency to shift. And I shared this story with you because that's what's happening to you here now. Instead of looking at these obstacles, these challenges, these difficulties that you're going through as things that are weighing you down, as things that are difficult, as things that are challenging, as things that are hard, turn the story around and turn around and say, this is actually helping me. This is empowering me. This is teaching me. This is supporting me in my growth. This is helping me to understand things on a different level. This is helping me to see things from a different perspective, and so on and so forth. I belong. This is a house of origins. Here is where we see our home. It's our family. It's safety, security. It's also mom. It's lifestyle, etc. So where do you belong? Where have you been trying to belong where you know it's not your place? What does belonging mean to you? What is safety, comfort, support, tradition, lifestyle? What does that mean to you? Pisces. The dreamer, the visionary, the creator. The fears, the illusions, the undoing. So you're going through some great transformation right now, but above that, you're being called to really tune in and tap into your water energy. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. The psychic energy. The energy that helps you to see beyond the realms. The energy that helps you to connect with the subtle realms, with the subconscious, with the divine realms, with the angels, the masters, the teachers, the loved ones, higher consciousness, source consciousness. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to pull out the other two and we'll dive into them in a minute. Just these two. Okay. Called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. Step up. It's time for you to step up. It's time for you to embrace the transformation. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Surrender. Wait, didn't I tell you? Wasn't that one of the words in the beginning? Yeah, well, I think it was. Surrender. It's almost like you need to celebrate this instead of be angry about it. If that makes sense. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came on. Time is not running out. And wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. Things are being woven. Knight of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Temperance. The universe is alchemizing things for you, group number 3. Your job is to maintain the vibration so the universe can do its work. I think that's why you picked Ishel. Focus on love, focus on healing, focus on happiness, focus on spirituality, focus on speaking your truth, cracking your heart wide open, believing, the luck, like all these crystals together are really just tuned into all that energy that I was just talking about, right? Amazonite is about speaking your truth. It's about cracking your heart wide open. The rose quartz is literally love. Blue lace agate's about tuning in and tapping into source consciousness. It's also about healing. Same with aquamarine. Align your life. What is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? The ever unfolding rose, cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. So the fact that I got this card tells me that I need to talk to you guys about something. if you've been feeling stuck, if you've been feeling like things aren't working out for you in your life, if you're feeling like you're being bound and held back and you're limited and chained and you want to see change in your life, right? You want to be able to see a new perspective, a new way of being. You want to be able to tap into your life purpose, your soul purpose. You want to attract your romantic partner, your soulmate. You want to get that dream job you've always wanted. If you're at that place right now where you're like, I'm ready to do what it takes to make that happen, take a look at the description box below. There's something called a discovery call with me. In the discovery call, I'm going to share with you more about Align. It's a 9-week transformative course. Last year, I ran it live. This year, I actually created a pre-recorded course. Not only is it more cost effective, but you do the course at your own pace. You still get a session with me, so you still get to work with me intimately. But in the discovery call, we talk about whether or not that course is right for you. And if you choose to move forward with that discovery call, we also make a plan in place for how to help you to get to that place of alignment, that place of happiness and fulfillment. And if you choose to take the Align course, the cost that you paid for the discovery call goes towards your alignment fee, like the fee for the course. So you end up saving money that way as well. So I would encourage you to book a discovery call with me if you're in that place right now where you're like, I'm ready to align my life. I'm ready to walk through the doorway. I'm ready to surrender. I'm ready to understand that this is happening for me. I'm ready to transform my life, Charlene. I'm ready to step into my life purpose, my soul purpose. I'm ready to find my husband or my wife. I'm ready to do this work that is needed because the fact that Align showed up tells me that the course is literally called Align. Literally. So take a look at the description box below, okay? Let's dive into your love reading. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Woo! Look at that. The only card that flipped up, free yourself. Align. Free yourself. You're not chained. You're not bound. Somebody isn't holding you captive. You're free. It's time to take back control of your life. Yeah. You know, if you're actually truly ready, 2 cards just fall on the ground, definitely book that discovery call with me. Or if you're ready to just sign up to Align, you can do that as well in the description box below. Oh my God. There's a discount code as well down there for the Align course. You deserve love. You are lovable. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. I almost feel like your material abundance or where you're at in your mind is what is stopping you from attracting things. It's almost like scarcity or lack mindset. I don't know if that's resonating with you. Drop it in the comments if it is. The Hierophant, free yourself. Yeah, this is you being a student. This is you learning the secrets of the universe. This is definitely about you opening up yourself. Soul gifts and training. I didn't even see that. Yes, it's time for you to really like tune into your power. You deserve love. The 5 of Cups. Yeah, you're definitely in that scarcity mindset, huh? 2 of Cups, finances and career. What did I tell you? Your finances are blocking. It's your mindset. It's a scarcity mindset here. There's fear, deep-rooted fear here for you to really learn how to release that fear, transform that fear, okay? The transformation, that narrative death to the old way of thinking will help you to attract everything that you desire. The universe is literally telling that you got the sun, you got cracked open, you've got called, you've got trust the timing. Big shift is happening here. You are definitely shifting from one vibrational frequency to another. All right. If you want to book that discovery call with me, if you want to pick up your amulet or work with me in any other capacity, take a look at the description box below. All right. Group number 3. I'm going to move on now. Thank you so much. We will see you later, alligator. Peace out. Bye. Hi, group number 4. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be yours. If you picked Athena, I'm sorry, I'm flabbergasted right now. So a couple of things happened as I was pulling out your cards. First things first that I need to tell you is every time I went to get cards for your spread, all the cards would fly everywhere. So I think I picked up the deck like 3 different times. Then when I finally was able to plop cards down, cards kept flying everywhere. So I am feeling extremely explosive energy for you. I feel like April is going to be a whirlwind of a month. We are entering into eclipse season. So I feel like there are a lot of fated things happening for you here. Okay, there's a lot of shift. There's a lot of change that's happening here. There is a lot of transformation that's happening here. There's a lot of you stepping into your power. all right? Things feel very faded for the month of April. Like everything that's happening is happening for a reason, okay? Athena is all about tapping into that inner warrior that you have within the Garnet and the Strawberry cards. It's about you being able to speak your truth. It's about you being able to stand up and be confident. It's about you not being afraid of like showing up in your light, you know, showing up as the powerful person that you are. It's about you being able to be the wise warrior too. Know when to pick your battles, know when to not, you know, all that stuff. Now, as we look into your reading and we see here, the top line is the career and the finances, and the middle or the bottom is the general overall themes. We'll dive into more cards in just a minute. The Seven of Cups tells me that there's a lot of options here when it comes to your career and your finances. There's a lot of different directions that you can take. There's a lot of different proposals. There's a lot of different things that are being suggested to you or being offered to you. I also do feel that you're up in your head a lot. You're thinking a lot, you're wondering a lot, you're pondering a lot, you're maybe in a little bit of over-analysis paralysis, or maybe living in fantasy land a little bit. And what the universe is asking you to do is get grounded. With the King of Cups, the universe is asking you to take all those emotions, take all those feelings, take all these things that you see, right? Because you see things, you know that, you have psychic abilities. Take all the things that you see and make a plan. The King of Cups is very mature, balanced, and stable in his emotions. The King of Cups doesn't let his emotions control him. He's very controlled in his emotions. But what's beautiful about the King of Cups is just because he's controlled doesn't mean that he's unemotional. No, he's got lots of love to give. He's got lots of power to give. He's very compassionate, very empathetic, very intelligent. And so you have these beautiful gifts here being displayed to you. I think this is you when I look at this. I'm not feeling like it's somebody else coming into your life. This is you needing to tap into that, right? There's also this defensive energy a little bit with the Nine of Wands. So it's like, where are the wounds? Where are you fighting where you don't need to fight? Remember the wise warrior with Athena. Athena is wisdom in war. Knowing when to fight, when to step back, what to fight for, what not to fight for. So all these are great questions to ask yourself. What's worth it for you? What's not? Because in your career and your finances, I feel like you have everything at your disposal. But I think sometimes you may end up getting yourself involved in things that, you know what, just say whatever and move on. Some things that aren't even meant like for you to deal with, if that makes sense. And all of a sudden now you're stuck dealing with them. And you're really learning this month how to stand in your power and just say, enough is enough. Thank you so much, though. Now, when it comes to general overall themes, baby, let's talk about this. Because this looks juicy. This is faded stuff for sure. Okay, we got the Ace of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Star. First and foremost, you are going to be meeting a lot of people here. I don't feel like this could be a romantic, but I feel like there's a lot of people that you could be meeting or making new connections, new friendships. With that Ace of Wands, I'm feeling a lot of passion, a lot of excitement, a lot of creativity. For some of you, this is most definitely love. This is a dream come true. This is a wish upon a star. And for others of you, what's actually happening here with the Star card is you are being put into the spotlight here. People are looking at you a different way. People are wanting to make you offers. People are wanting to connect with you. It's almost like people are looking for you, like you're being sought after, if that makes sense. People are seeing you in this light, and they're like, oh, I need to talk to group number 4. I need to talk to them. I need to get to know them. I need to have a conversation with them. There's all this energy here around passion, creativity, fire, love, romance, soulmates, bonds, connections, hopes and dreams, and wish fulfillment. And these things are all coming together for you. It's very beautiful. Now, astrologically, the 4th house, the house of origins, tradition, home, lifestyle, you belong, right? Where do you belong? I almost feel like you're finding where you belong. I create, look at that. I think for some of you, you actually maybe, oh, and the eclipse, we are coming into eclipse season too. I think for some of you, you're actually going to be shifting careers, making a conscious choice to move out of one career into another. Deciding that you no longer want to be in one environment and starting something new, starting something fresh. That's for some of you, for sure. Or even if you don't leave the place that you don't like, you're making a choice to start, like to plant the seed to start something new. And as I'm saying that, my wrist started to itch, and this is the bracelet basket, which is all about like creativity and business. So yeah, it's almost like you're finding the courage to step into your life, to step into your purpose, to step into who you are, instead of who you felt like you needed to be because of other people. Double mission, light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. Yeah, it's almost like you're reclaiming your power. You're showing up as you now. Inner Earth, you'll survive this new solution and beginnings. Wait, it's not time yet. Things are being woven. Okay, so for those of you that were wondering, do I quit my job? Not just yet, but start this new thing. Don't quit. Start it in the background, right? The season in tech and seeing potential, bringing unconscious to light. Yeah, you're really understanding here who you are. Since I started your reading, my back's been like feeling funny. So I feel like I keep needing to stretch my back, crack my chest open. So it's like your heart and your throat chakra are really like doing overtime right now as they're healing, as they're working through. So, really focus on that energy there. The interesting thing too is strawberry quartz is also a great, in your bracelet here, strawberry quartz is also a great crystal to help you with networking and meeting the right people. I think a lot of these faded connections that are happening this year are all leading you towards this shift in your life, in your career, really, or in your relationships. So you got to rest, okay? Rest, retreat, refuel. Makes sense because my back, literally, ever since I started your reading, I'm like, oh my God, why? I keep cracking it. I don't know if you can hear it though. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth is happening. Yeah, you're like, can we talk about all this water imagery, group number 4? Water, 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 water. Go by the water. Go by the water if you can, if you're somewhere near the water, a lake, a river, anything will do. Anywhere where there is like actual like streams of water, it's very powerful there for you. You're going to get a lot of downloads when you go there. It's almost like the universe is trying to, like, you know what it makes me feel like as I'm sitting with your energy here, it makes me feel like the universe is trying to be like, go this way. It's like the universe is trying to kind of shimmy you along the way, showing you. Look for synchronicities, look for signs from the universe. I have a video on my main channel about that at Charlene Lizette. Signs from the universe. I'll pop it up here for you guys. Let's dive into your love reading and see what's going on there. Romantic feelings. Oh, you saw that one. I didn't even have to pull that one out. It just came out. Engagement. Attraction. Oof. You guys are literally, you need to go watch your full love reading after this one as well. It's going to be the video after this one. You guys are meeting somebody new. I swear. Love. It's here. Hello. Yeah, look at that. 3 of Cups, romantic feelings. Ooh, baby. I love this for you. The Wheel of Fortune, attraction. Yeah, things are turning. Things are changing. And the 3 of Wands. It's coming. It's coming. Somebody, I think you're going to be asked out on a date. Or someone's gonna ask you for your number. They're gonna be like, "Hey, girl, hey." Maybe they won't talk like that. That's just me being an idiot. You know, they're just gonna, yeah. Yeah. This is nice. Make sure you go watch our full love reading coming up next. If you want to book a reading with me or a cosmic session, if you want to work with me in any capacity or pick up your amulet, take a look at the description box below, group number 4. This is a very good month for you. Honestly, exactly. That's been the vibe since I started your reading, because there's a lot of really beautiful things here that are happening for you, and like literally you're creating a whole new life for yourself, and that's pretty damn exciting. All right, thank you so much for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes. We will see you later, alligator. Peace out. Bye.